Welcome back to the South African Morning. 6 young people from Masiphumelele, Khayelitsha, Grassy Park and Athlone in Cape Town are making history. I'll tell you why. They're taking part in the iconic Cape2Rio yacht race as the first ever crew from marginalised communities. It is such a step up for the yachting community, and what an experience it's going to be for these youngsters. To join us and tell us more about this, Viresh Maharaj from their sponsor, that's Alex Forbes, Archangel, joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Viresh. Good to have you with us. I can't imagine how excited they are. Where did this idea come from? Good morning.
Good morning, Gareth, and good morning to all the viewers. It's actually an idea that was incepted by the Royal Cape Yacht Club Sailing Academy, which for the past 10 years has been training youth from marginalised communities in aspects of sailing and exposing them to the maritime industry in a very real way, helping to connect people, and especially young people, to a future that they would have otherwise not have had access to. As Alex Forbes, this principle of connection is what we resonated with, because as an organization, that's what we actually stand for and believe in. We're here to connect people and their decisions of today with a better tomorrow, and hence the alignment with what the Sailing Academy was attempting to do, as well as what these 6 young people are trying to do in attempting this race for the very first time as representatives from their communities, made sense to us to get fully on board with and to support them in this journey.
Of course, you had to use fully on board, didn't you? You had to sneak that in there, didn't you, Viresh? It made sense. It's actually on my bucket list. I think many people who aren't even sailors know the Cape2Rio. It's certainly on my bucket list for years to come. But when you talk about connecting people, as Alexander Forbes as well, the kind of work that goes into completing the Cape2Rio, this can't just be a PR stunt. These have to be essentially professional sailors. And this has been years of training for these youngsters, isn't it?
So yes, years of training and support by the Royal Cape Yacht Sailing Academy, but they're not professional sailors. These are people who are being exposed to sailing, who have been trained for years. In fact, many of them, including the captain himself, were set to attempt the race a few years ago before COVID hit. And so their dream of completing the race was dashed because of the pandemic, as it had an effect on so many aspects of life. But now we've got an opportunity to help them on this journey. So no, they're not professionals, but yes, they have been trained. They are equipped to make the crossing. And where we as Alex Forbes play a role is ensuring through the sponsorship, they've got the right equipment and refurbishment of the yacht itself so that they're able to do so both competitively and safely.
It's going to be wonderful as well to see not them just on the yacht competing as well, but also see, I'm quite sure for Alexander Forbes, that that's a sail going up as they're leaving the Cape. Viresh, I'm going to say thank you very much. I appreciate your time. We're going to follow this very closely. We'll touch base again closer to the time with the youngsters from Masiphumelele, Khayelitsha and Grassy Park and Athlone in Cape Town. What an experience. There was strategy and customer experience executive at Alexander Forbes.